Or he's an idiot savant.
Hello everybody, this is Bryan Blackner here. Welcome back to Let's Play Glazed. In this episode we're going to go through Op 44.
Being an idiot savant comes an idiot savant comes in. Any other questions?
Alright, 1 second. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It makes an impression. It helps you to understand more about the fabric of our nation and why we're going to have to deal with it. Because our strength is in our unity. And we cannot allow ourselves to be destroyed by the purveyors of hatred.
Alright. Sorry guys.
I think that a lot of people perceive everything through racial eyes. But my point is that we don't have to do that. What we have to do instead is to begin to see people as people. You know, there's a very certain operating with people from every part of the world. Why were they able to do that successfully? Somebody from China versus somebody from Africa versus somebody from Somalia, somebody from South America, somebody from Kenya. Because their brains are all the same. That's what we need to emphasize, because that's what makes a person who they are. Any other questions? Well, you know, should the DOD be here, or is that sort of overreach?
Is
that something that should be going on? That did come up in our conversation, and some of the citizens here felt that, on balance, it was probably more hurtful than helpful to have Justice Department involvement. But these things could be handled much better at the local level, and they have been handled at the local level, and people have gotten to know each other, and I could see the affection that they have for each other. And it's so important in our nation that we begin the concept of civil dialogue. Instead of getting
we're gonna go there right now.
Corners and hurling hand grenades at each other.
That's what we're gonna do in this episode.
And put our
I kind of forgot about that,
we will
folks.
generally find that we're not as far apart as we think we are. You know, America is a great nation. And it can be so much greater if we stop fighting each other and use our God-given intellect to make it a place where there truly is liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
We've been listening to presidential candidate GOP, Dr. Ben Carson. The panel has stuck around to evaluate what we
Okay, you're supposed to come to all of this is where you're supposed to go.
Nature, very in your face.
And Dr. Ben Carson, very soft receiving talking about you.
This is where you're supposed to go, guys. Make sure you gotta make sure one of your opponent knows to move dive to do this. So yeah, like I said, this is what we're doing in this episode. I kind of forgot about this. I'm sorry about that. And a lamb encounter. What we got? You know what? I'll just show off this one. We're gonna do more Master Balls soon.
You've got people of every race, religion, faith, every region of the country. But what we share is a common creed, a common commitment to freedom, a common commitment to rule of law, a common belief that America is an indispensable force for good around the world, and that our military is a linchpin in our ability to project our values alongside our diplomatic efforts, our economy, and the people-people relations that help to spread those core beliefs that all of you are
supposed to go this way.
So I want to say thank you to you. I want to especially say thank you to those who are serving overseas and who are watching here today, because many of them are
over here.
Away from family
Supposed to
right
go
now.
to.
We are.
If you want to get time, you have to do that. Which contains a blank CD.
As your commander-in-chief, and every single day I see the extraordinary work that you do, and I benefit from it as well. So with that, why don't we start taking some questions?
Yes, of course, sir. As you mentioned, we do have family members and service members worldwide watching this Worldwide Troop Talk through American Forces Network and on ships at sea. We're going to go out there in a little bit, but the first question, we do want to be represented from one of the many service members we have here. So the first question will go out to the audience if someone has one ready. We have Sergeant Carnac coming down with the microphone for you here, Sergeant Harley.
I don't know what he's gonna send in first.
Good morning, Mr. President. Good afternoon. I'm Sergeant Bryan Harvey. I'm from Texas, and my question is, what made you initiate MBK on the 27th of February in 2014?
Okay, the way this battle works, guys, is he'll send in the same entire Puma one, the same Puma that you have on your team, the same exact Puma one, same exact level. That's how this battle works, guys. That's probably gonna kill me.
I think of America is
no.
No matter who you
that was
are,
a quick hit. So fuck
if
that.
you work hard, you can get it. And there are pockets of poverty in places where people don't have an opportunity, and that's particularly true among young men who too often are ending up in prison instead of going to school or serving our military. And so what we've been trying to do is to set up mentorship programs, make sure that they're aware of what's going on, provide them with job training. I had a meeting with some folks in New Orleans, young men who just come from terrible circumstances, terrible neighborhoods.
Alright, 1 minute.
Sure that they are aware of young women.
Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry.
We have a whole other set of initiatives in the White House called we have a White House.
Oh, he's sending Tango.
To provide opportunities.
So yeah, guys, like I said, same entire.
Young women are doing better than the young men. That's because you guys are a little smarter. But obviously they need opportunities as well.
Same entire Pokemon that you have on your team, same entire level. That's how this battle works.
You know, I meant what I said.
Quite unique, actually.
The privilege I have is serving as your commander-in-chief. When I travel,
I don't know if they have the same entire moves as you do or not. I don't remember.
I see.
I think they do.
Who are doing incredible work, and it's not typically.
I don't think they do. The same Pokemon levels.
Train other countries so that they can secure themselves. A lot of times it's helping on engineering projects or development projects or
yeah, the same Pokemon levels. That's it.
After a natural disaster. You are ambassadors and spread goodwill around the world every single day, at enormous sacrifice to yourselves, and so I'll miss that a lot. You know, the plane's nice too. I gotta admit, but my lease is running out, so I'm hoping that I'm not gonna have to start taking off my shoes again, going through security.
President Obama today at his 9/11 event. Marking the day 14 years ago when America came under attack.
Okay, Infernape is next.
The Pentagon this year made a decision to keep it as low key as possible 14 years to the day after everything changed. At the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan, bells rang and the crowd fell silent to mark the moment each plane hit and each tower collapsed. Relatives read the names of nearly 3,000 people killed in the worst terror attack on American soil.
Edward James White III.
James Patrick White.
And my mother, Vera Siskopoulos, it's been 14 years, but for all of us here, it could be 100 years, it'll still feel like yesterday, and it's fresh in our hearts. God bless.
And my husband,
I didn't pay attention to what he was saying again.
Thank you
Okay.
for loving me and
Swamper.
for continuing to watch over Michael and Angelina, and I wish you more than words can say.
At the Pentagon, workers unfurled an American flag over the spot where that plane crashed into the headquarters of the United States military. Our Defense Secretary Ash Carter said he has a piece of the Pentagon sitting on his desk, a chunk of rubble that each Defense Secretary has passed on to the next.
Beneath this piece of Indiana limestone reads a simple inscription. Reads, to honor the 184 people whose lives were lost, their families, and all those who sacrificed that we may live in freedom, we will never forget.
And in Shanksville, PA, the new visitor center opened yesterday. It tells the story of the passengers and crew members who heard about the earlier attacks, apparently realized this was no ordinary hijacking. They took on the terrorists, forced them to crash the plane into a field, we're told. According to the 9/11 Commission, they saved countless lives at the United States Capitol or the White House.
The trajectory of our lives and the course of our country have been altered immeasurably due to the events of September 11th. Yet the one constant that remains sacred to that day is the message of bravery, selflessness, and heroism.
And today at the White House, the President and First Lady observed a moment of silence at 8:46 a.m., the moment the first plane hit the North Tower at the World Trade Center. Our Rick Leventhal was there 14 years ago today and is there for us again. Hello, Rick.
Good afternoon, Shepard. There is some healing happening now over these many 14 years. Thanks in part to all the support. The relatives of the lost are now creating a family of their own amongst each other, helping each other out through these difficult times. And we're
This
seeing
guy's
that
being a
as
cheap
we
ass.
remember here again this year. And of course, time helps to ease the pain for some people, but there is still an incredibly difficult and challenging level of pain here. We saw today a lot of tears shed for the nearly 3,000 innocent lives that were taken in the attack on that clear blue September morning, which is eerily similar to the weather we are experiencing today. Joe Daniels, the president of the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, summed it up this way.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel in the sense that while the losses are still hard to bear, there's so much love and compassion that people feel on the memorial. It's such a tradition now. It's a national obligation to read these names, so it helps.
And Daniel says the progress of the site also helps. You know, the tower is finished, the museum is now open, and the plaza is easily accessible from the street now, Shepard. So a pretty moving tribute to the lives that were lost that day.
Rick Leventhal on scene for us today. Rick, it's good to see you. Thanks very much. The President, as I mentioned, and as we showed you just a moment ago, holding a town hall meeting with members of the U.S. military to mark the attacks of 9/11. And John Buckley's here. He's the associate editor of the Wall Street Journal. John won a Pulitzer Prize for the Wall Street Journal's coverage on that fateful day. On the Journal on September 12, 2001, the title, Eye of the Storm, One Journey Through Desperation and Chaos. And today, it's sort of an assessment. Rick spoke with the police commissioner here in New York earlier today, and he seemed very confident the city's safe. So much has changed.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and so much has not changed. I mean, that coverage of the Wall Street Journal, the Journal got the Pulitzer, not me. I just wrote into their coverage of the story into the overall coverage. I'm getting on the subway to come to work today, and there are firemen getting on board to go down to the services. You are reminded that even though it was 14 years ago, in the consciousness of New York, particularly, but also the nation.
Yeah, so after you battle him,
like yesterday. And then, to a certain extent, what happens today...
After you battle him, you have an opportunity to catch him. That's which is what I'm going to do now.
In May, but it's become something of a national memorial day for what happened on September 11th, but also what happened subsequent to September 11th.
So there you go, everyone. That was Mewtwo.
More than 6,000 people killed in both those wars, more than 50,000 people physically injured, tens of thousands more emotionally and mentally injured.
Okay,
so I think that's
let's take a look at Mewtwo.
That's why it resonates so much with the nation. Is that it?
I'm not going to use it.
Just what happened September 11, 2001.
You know, every year I think, I used to go down and read names some, and then you hope that one of these years you're going to wake up and you're going to be able to just have a normal day. Now, I don't mean forget about it, but just have a normal day. And you walk outside today and the sky
He gets stats there. Wow.
Boy, doesn't it
No wonder Mewtwo is an awesome Pokemon.
Yeah, the weather does. And also, it'll happen to you again, just in particular
So there you go.
people in New York and in
So there you go, folks.
Pentagon. You know, you're walking through the neighborhoods of New York.
So we gotta go.
You know, and you happen upon a fire station. And out front of the fire station, very
I shouldn't worry about my computer right now.
Photographs of that
Focus what I'm doing here.
loss in 9/11. The 5 or 6 or 7, sometimes 9 firemen who got on to their fire engines in Yorkville, on the Upper East Side of New York, and raced down to the.
I'm not gonna heal my Pokemon now. I'll just go back to the Pokemon Center and heal.
In sort of a constant way in New York.
In Mahogany
Town.
Town.
I think it's because it's taken on such a larger meaning for this generation of Americans. 2 wars, still conflict, concern about terrorism, all of those things weave into how we feel on this particular day.
And the brave men and women who got on top of that file for the first couple of days.
Okay, what we got here?
Saved lives. Now they have all kinds of diseases, and there's legislation in Congress.
Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. Okay, what the hell? What to say, man? What the hell's going on?
Select favorites or buy one get one free. Plus, take an additional 40% off all clearance items. Men's Warehouse. Follow your style.
Moderate to severe Crohn's disease is tough, but I've managed. Except that managing my symptoms was all I was doing. And when I finally told my doctor, he said Humira is for adults like me who've tried.
Alright, let's go back to Mahogany Town.
Still experience the symptoms of moderate to severe Crohn's disease. And then in clinical studies, the majority of patients on Humira saw significant symptom relief, and many achieved remission.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores.
So there you go, everybody. That's all for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Glazed. In the next episode, we're gonna go. In the next episode, we're gonna go through Route 44. This is Bryan Blackner. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next.